guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Hi, my name is Elle, also known as ellexplayss, and in this video we are going to talk about how to bring Love Island to The Sims 4. If you watch my Love Island Let's Play series, these are all the mods that I use in that series. I do have a bit of a disclaimer, I guess. So I was supposed to put this video out months ago, but The Sims went through some pretty big patch updates, and so a lot of the mods that I was using were broken, but I am going to include them in this video because, again, I've used them throughout the series and people have asked what mods they are. The more I think about it, I'm like, at some point someone's gonna watch this video and one of these mods are gonna be broken, unfortunately. So please make sure that when you're downloading not just these mods, but any mods in general, make sure to read the notes and the comments from the creator. All the mods will be linked in the description below. So we're going to be going over a few things in this video. First, of course, we're going to go over the mods because I feel like that's what mainly people are interested in. And then with any gameplay, obviously you need Love Islanders. So I do also have a Love Islander sim dump. And then I'm going to recommend some Love Island villas to y'all. And then lastly, I'm going to show you pretty much how I start my save file, as well as some advice. I'm so excited for y'all to play Love Island. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so the first mod that we are going to be talking about is none other than MC Command Center and the MC Woohoo add-on. So you're going to need this mod to allow Sims with no relationship to share a bed, as well as adjust the household size. And this is optional, but if you would like to change the gameplay speed, because playing with 8 Sims can be a lot. So first you are going to need a computer to change this. I just put this random computer in the hideaway. And then also just a note, so all of these changes are going to require you to restart your game. So just make sure to change all 3 of them first and then you can restart. So we're going to go ahead and click on the computer. We're going to go to MC Command Center and then the first one, MC Settings, and then Gameplay Settings. And then for game time speed, the default is 25. I have mine set to 35. I feel like 35 to 40 is pretty good just because I don't want the Sims days to last too long. So it's really just up to you. I would try 35 to 40 and then see if you would like them to go slower or even faster, however you want. But I feel like 35 to 40 is probably a good spot. And then right under that is maximum household size. So the default is 8 and I have mine set to 12. So I increase the household size so that I can add bombshells into the villa, like along with the original 8 islanders. So you can set this up to whatever you would like. And we're going to exit out until we get back to the main menu here. We're going to scroll all the way down and then you should see MC Woohoo. And then we're going to go to Woohoo Reactions, Bed Sharing, and then make sure to have that enabled. I did mention before, this is an add-on. So if you have MC Command Center, MC Woohoo doesn't automatically come with this. It's something separately that you have to install. So if you go onto the website to download it, it's usually right under where the regular MC Command Center is listed. So just make sure to have that installed because if you don't, this MC Woohoo isn't going to show up in the main menu. So the next 2 mods are optional, but I highly recommend it because it's just easier gameplay, especially when you're playing with so many islanders. The first mod is UI cheats, which basically just lets you use cheats by interacting directly with the UI. And the UI is basically everything down here. There's a lot that you can cheat with this mod, but I'm just going to show you the main ways that I use it for the purposes of this type of gameplay. So the main thing is their needs. So let's say Viv is super tired, but she's in the middle of a really good chat and I'm like, no, we got to keep this flow going. You can actually just go ahead and click on wherever you want the meter to fill up to. So if I wanted to fill up all the way, I'll click over here and then it just filled up her energy all of the way. And like I said, playing with 8 Sims is a lot, or 8+ Sims is a lot. So this mod definitely comes in handy because I just don't have the time or patience to be tracking 8 people's needs all the time. Another thing that I use it for is, especially because I film a series for this, sometimes they will get like these negative moodlets or buffs. And honestly, I just don't have time for it. Trying to have them like flirt with someone and they're like mad about something so random. And so you can actually cheat that away. So she doesn't have any negative ones. Let's see if anybody has negative ones. Everybody has good moodlets for once. But let's say, for example, this one is comfy. I wanted to take this buff off. All I have to do is right click on it and then it gets removed. And if it is like an angry buff or a tense buff, it will change their mood. So that way you don't have to deal with that anymore. I also want it to be sunny all the time for the aesthetic. And so you can change the weather just by right clicking down here and then change it to whatever you would like. So it doesn't always change right away, but it will gradually change to whatever you picked. And then you can also do this with the season. So if you go down here, right click, you can change it to spring, summer, fall, or winter. Next optional mod is Smarter Pie Menu. This mod lets you search for any interaction just by typing in a few letters. This is helpful because with all the mods that we're going to be adding, there's going to be a lot of interactions that we're also going to be adding. So it can take so long just to try and find like a certain one that you're looking for. This mod, all you have to do is type it in. So if I wanted her to do the get to know interaction with Lauren, all I have to do is like start typing it. So I'm going to type in get, and it's already popped up right here. And I didn't have to go through all the little navigations to get to it because I think it would be small talk, maybe. Yep, right here. So how much easier that just makes things. And those two mods are optional, but I do recommend them just so it's easier to play with all of the Sims and you can just focus on the chats and the flirting and you don't have to worry about all that other stuff. And then now we're going to get into some realism mods. So the first one we're going to be talking about is Wonderful Whims or Wicked Whims. So these are basically the same mods, but Wonderful is like PG rated, where Wicked is more RX rated because it has some spicy animations. So no shame on whatever you download. We don't judge here, okay? But this is a good mod because it adds more like relationship dynamics. And the main thing that I use it for is the attractiveness system. So with the recent Love Struck pack, we did get an update and they finally added an attractiveness system to the game. But the pack only adds attractiveness to like personality or traits or clothes or even like a color that they're wearing. But there's no actual like physical attraction other than like hair color. Wonderful and Wicked Whims does add more of like a physical attractiveness. And it even gives you buffs like when your sim is talking to an attractive sim. So I had Flor introduce herself to Kai, and you can see here she has a buff and it says, from talking to attractive sim, it's a shame that society decided that when you talk to someone you should be facing each other. At least that's what Flor thinks after she noticed the very attractive butt shape of her conversation partner, which low-key doesn't make any sense because he's sitting down, but girl, get it. And one thing I like about this mod is that there's like the suggestive look notification. I can insert a clip from one of my past videos, but there's a suggestive look animation which basically just tells you that one sim is attracted to another sim and you basically can either accept their advances or deny them. It also just goes more in depth with relationships, I feel. I have Wicked Whims and I do have to go in there and change a lot of the settings because I feel like the default settings are a little too naughty for me. So if you ever do want to change any of the settings, you can go ahead and just click on a sim, go to Wicked and then settings. And then this is where you can change the settings here. So really, it's kind of just up to your guys' preference. Next mod we're going to be talking about is the one where they are friends. So, of course, the Love Island is about love, but it's also about friendship. And so I like this mod because it adds more of a friendship dynamic into the game as well. So it adds a lot of friendly interactions that you can use. And we're going to do that with Lauren and Viv. And so to get there, we're going to go to Mega Interactions, Friendly. And then there's these ones. So there's compliments, chat, or vent. We're going to use chat real quick. And we're going to ask, how is your love life? Oh, and they got a sentiment. You make my day so much better. Thanks for making me smile. Let's do something like compliment kindness. And then she said, you're one of the nicest people I know. You have such a warm heart and always make people feel welcome. That is so sweet. Thank you. So some of them do come with like dialogue, which I really like. And then we all know that girls love to vent. So let's go ahead and try one of the venting ones. Let's do vent about relationships. She said he did what? Okay, I had to move them because they kept getting distracted by the fire pit. This mod just really helps with storytelling and just having those friendships. Oh, and you can see here, she got a buff from Lauren complimenting her. So it says, feeling good. Someone just told Viv something really nice. A genuine compliment like that can make any sim feel like a rock star. Okay, and it looks like they have another buff here, trusted confidant, from a friend venting about their problems, feeling honored to be a trusted confidant and valued friend. And then the next mod that we're going to be talking about is base mental, which basically adds drogas and alcohol to your game. But I use base mental in partnership with SNS Cookbook. SNS Cookbook is a cookbook by itself. I believe it does like have some recipes, but you can always download more recipes, or in this case, drinks. So I downloaded some functional alcohol bottles, and the way to purchase them is through here. So I would just click on buy and then alcohol. And then I have a bottle here. I have some beer, champagne, rum, vodka. Let's go ahead and have them get some champagne. Let's have everybody grab a drink. And so when you use this in partnership with Base Mental, that will give you the buffs that Base Mental typically gives you, like if you're tipsy, if you're hungover. Let's see. So she got a buff, easy sipping from drink. Now that's thirst quenching. It's almost enough to make someone giddy. And then there's another one. Just look at those bubbles from sparkling wine. Champagne makes you feel like every day is Sunday. Then there's another one. She's tipsy. Viv is feeling slightly inebriated. So it gives you those buffs. But yeah, I really like this mod because we all know they be drinking in Love Island. I mean, they don't drink a lot, but it's just nice to have that in there. Yeah, same thing, tipsy. After one drink, relatable. But yeah, it looks like everybody has the same buffs. Sir, who left that there? So speaking of food, another food mod that I have in here that people have asked about is Granny's Cookbook. And it's very similar to the SNS Cookbook where it comes with some recipes, but you can also download more. And so in order to use it, you would just click on the book and then let's do an appetizer, something fast. Let's do this afternoon tea one. This mod is like just one of my must-have mods in my opinion. Like, look, it's so cute. Oh, and then I use the breakfast one a lot because that's usually when I have them make food. So we can do something simple. Oh, like the honey banana toast. Like, let's do a party size one. Look at how good that looks. That's so cute. Yeah, there's so many different recipes that are in here. Same thing with SNS. I didn't really go over the recipes because I mainly use it for the alcohol. But it does have a lot other ones like, oh yeah, like avocado and toast. I've made this one before. And that honestly reminds me of Love Island because they always eat avocado toast. And then the next mod that we're going to be talking about is called the drama mod. And this is the mod, if you've watched the series, this is the one that I've used when they have the what are we talk. So since Kai is here, we're just going to have them be in a relationship. It should be in this one, drama. And then you could do argue about relationship, have what are we talk. Let's go ahead and do the what are we talk. What is he gonna say? Oh, she looks happy. So I like you a lot. I'm ready to take the next step when you are. Okay. But again, if you've watched the series, you've seen this go sideways a little bit. I've seen people say like, hey, I want to slow down. We've also saw Johnny say like, oh, I'm talking to, you know, a couple people, but you're my favorite. You can also do argue about relationship, which I've used before too. I believe that's the one that I used between Johnny and Roxanne and Willow and Grayson, like before they broke up. Let me see. Let's click on argue about relationship. And then you have these questions. What are you mad about this time? We never woohoo anymore. We've turned into the boring couple. You've been spending way too much money, or I want to break up. Which one should we click? I want to say we never woohoo anymore because I want to see what he says. Oh my god.
Huh? Kofa? Huh? Sorbo, Blarb. For Roby, Freen. Markham Urch.
Woohoo drive from arguing about woohoo has got this sim in the mood for some fun. Wait. I've never seen that before. That is so funny. Oh my gosh. Wants woohoo from arguing. This sim needs a woohoo stat. If they aren't getting any from their partner, maybe it's time to find satisfaction elsewhere. Oh. Okay, wait. Let's see the buffs for Kai. I just haven't been in the mood lately. If we weren't always arguing, maybe I would want to boohoo. SimHub is always there in the meantime. Oh my goodness, that is so funny. Wow. Oh, but then arguing about woohoo has got the sim in the mood for some fun. But yeah, I think those are the two interactions that I probably use the most from that mod. And then the next mod we're going to be talking about is RPO overhaul. So RPO overhaul is relationship and pregnancy overhaul. Ones that we really are focusing on for this series is mod number 7, which is jealousy and cheating. Mod number 17, which is charm and chemistry. Let's go ahead and flirt with Lauren. Oh my gosh. Okay, then she got a bad sentiment. And so you can see this here, drifting love from jealousy, caught the love of her life, flirting with another. Are they joking around or losing interest? And then you can also see she got a bad sentiment with him as well. And so she got the drifting love sentiment. And this is from the RPO overhaul. And so just like we saw now, Kai flirted with Lauren right in front of her, and so she got that bad buff and then the sentiment. So it adds dynamics like that. And this mod gets a lot more dynamic once you are actually in a relationship with someone. Confess to having like cheated on your partner, depending if you like flirted with them, kissed them, woohooed with them. You could like lie about it too. And so, like I said, another thing that it adds is like the charm and chemistry. So I did have to cheat this one because I didn't have it yet. So Lauren seems thoroughly charming to Kai. So that's the pop-up that will show you how they feel about them. And it usually does take some time once they meet them, that I've noticed. You could see very charming. And that also kind of helps you figure out how they're feeling about someone. And then the next mod we're going to be talking about is probably the one that I use the most, which is called the one with all the romance. And this one adds so many interactions. The one that I use the most is the get to know you interactions. And what I like about these interactions, and I don't know, I don't like quote me on this, but I feel like this is what happens. But I've noticed that if Sims are like really attracted to each other, and we do one of these interactions, they gain romance easier because most of these interactions are friendly interactions because you're getting to know them. And sometimes like I will use so many of these interactions with someone and like there's nothing, like no romance, nothing. And it's mainly because they're not attracted to each other. When they are, I feel like their romance grows like so easy. Let's go ahead and use some of these. So get to know. Let's do what causes do you care about? And you can see it's a friendly interaction. Oh, you see that? It was literally a friendly interaction, but I think it's because they're both attracted to each other. So like I've said, I've used this with people and sometimes I will use like 2 or 3 of these interactions and there's still no romance whatsoever. So that kind of tells me they're not into each other, time to move on to someone else. This mod also adds relationship milestones. So I haven't gotten this far yet just because none of the Sims in my Let's Play are actually like in a committed relationship with each other yet. But you can talk about like moving in together, saying I love you for the first time, meeting the parents. You can also do like an enemies to lovers and a friends to lovers. Low-key, I want to try the enemies to lovers. Oh, right here. Okay, it says enemies to lovers. Pretend to hate. I would never date you. I told you so. Deep down, I know you like me. Ooh, let's do this one. We love the enemies to lovers. Haha, that's hilarious. Are you practicing for a new stand-up comedy show? What's their relationship now? Okay, so their relationship was -40 and I did that interaction and now it's -29. So I think there's a threshold for enemies to lovers. I don't know the exact number, but now it doesn't let me do the interactions. So I'm guessing it's working though. And so now we're going to get into some, I guess, like romance animations. And so y'all ask me all the time what animation it was and all of that stuff. And I have so many. So let's go ahead and just get started with them. The main one that is probably my favorite is the Kiss and Grind by Utopia. And I believe they have to have their first kiss first. So let me have them do that first. And so then this will pop up, Kiss and Grind. And these are all the different kisses that you can do. I'm not going to show all of them. Let's do intimate kiss. So cute. And there's a height difference, so it's probably going to look a little weird. Yeah, he's going to be kissing her nose. But that's because of the height sliders. Oh. Oh. I love this one, the drunken kiss. I just love the animation. He's got the bottle. Oh, snap! If you have seen my Love Island series, this is the kiss between Rhett and Zara. Oh snap! Ooh, we can do intimate slow dance. Aww.
Hey, Jabba Warp. Apple. Noob. Kissy. Kanoid. Huh?
And another one that I use is, I believe it's called a passionate romance. And that one should come in here, passionate romance. Okay, let's just do make out. Again, it's kind of weird because of the height difference, but oh snap, he's getting into it. And you can see all of these buffs. So feeling the love from being passionate. Feels like heaven for Jamal. Love is in the air. Kissing with dizziness from kissing and drinking. There's nothing more romantic. There's nothing more romantically heart-fluttering than grinding and smooching. Oh, it's right here. More kisses. And then I wanted to show you guys. So there was a kiss between, again, if you watch the series, there was a kiss between Grayson and Willow that everybody was like, oh my gosh, what kiss is that? What kiss is that? And I thought it was one of these, but now that I'm looking at it, I don't know which one it is. Is it this one maybe? Yep, it's that one. So this is the kiss that Grayson and Willow did autonomously, and we were like, wait, what the heck is going on? So it was this one. It's called the frenzied kiss. And that one should just be under romance, physical intimacy, and then more kisses. I have these ones. So there's butt spank, long kiss, squeeze, passionate groping. Let's try the long kiss next. Oh snap! Oh my goodness. And so it says here, passionate romance, butterflies in the sky. Jamal Reese feels just as high after that sizzling moment spent with Zuri. Jamal has a full heart and his head in the clouds. He will be daydreaming about Zuri's electrifying touch for a while. Jamal can take pleasure of up to 2 passionate moments in a few times a day. Every passionate moment boosts Jamal's well-being and helps them stay happy with special lucky effects. So it looks like it's this one. So felt the spark from experiencing a passionate moment. The touch that Jamal shared with his lover felt like a strike of lightning, a touch that could jumpstart a heart. It sent shivers down their spine, and Jamal still feels his skin tingling with this excitement when thinking about it. So those mods are the main kissing animations that I use. And then going off of that, another mod that I like to use is Passionate Gifts by Utopia. Unfortunately, that one is broken at the moment, but I will insert a clip of one of the animations because I used it for my Let's Play. I believe you can give like chocolates and flowers and a designer bag. I definitely plan to use one of those animations when like I have one of the islanders like ask the other to be like their girlfriend or boyfriend. Another mod that I recently came across was the love triangle mod. So Lauren's gonna be the other woman. And so it should be found in romance and then love triangle and then reveal divided heart. So we'll just go ahead and oh my god, I feel bad for her because Lauren stole her other man, Kai, remember? And so you can select the sim. So he's going to say, she caught my eye, girl. I don't know what to tell you. She's mad. Honestly, same girl. Okay, so it says, okay, Zara, I need to clear the air. My heart's in a weird place right now. Caught between you and Lauren. I just thought it was fair to let you know where I'm at emotionally. And then you also get a buff, so conflicted confessions from being in a love triangle. Jamal's honesty about his divided affections has left him feeling vulnerable. It's a strange mix of relief for being truthful and fear of the consequences. Let's see what buff Zuri got. Did she get one? Yep, it says conflicted heart. Zuri is wrestling with a mix of flattery and confusion after the unexpected confession. Where do they go from here? Once you reveal the divided heart, then you get more interactions. So you can do propose open relationship, trial separation, explore feelings, or you can say, I choose you over this person. Let's click on explore feelings. She doesn't like it. She's mad. Okay, so Lauren saw that and she was like, I'm sorry, what? What's happening? So there's different interactions for the other people that are involved in the love triangle. Let's go ahead and accuse him of playing games.
So much hard. You can't eat a meal.
Ooh,
Big Copa! Barfa!
Rick sends wool.
you're playing games, bro.
Baby Pastoy!
Okay, they just like keep yelling at each other, but let's see. Emotional turmoil from feeling played. Lauren feels like a pawn in a game of emotional chess, caught between the center's affections for someone else. She can't help but feel manipulated and uncertain about her own feelings. Let's see if Zuri feels anything. Waiting game. So Zuri decides to bide her time, hoping for a resolution. Patience might be a virtue, but it's certainly not easy. Okay, let's go ahead and have him choose. Tell Zuri like, oh, I choose you. So it's gonna say I choose you over Lauren.
Venga. Oh. Grimbo.
Okay, it says, Zuri, I choose you. It's clear to me now that you're the one that I want to be with. You've been an irreplaceable presence in my life, and I value our connection deeply. I believe in us and want to see where our relationship can go. Let's move forward together. And so you can see here it ended Lauren and Jamal's relationship. I did use a little bit of this mod before they went to Casa Amor, but I'm excited to use it once they come back because that's when all the love triangles really start. And so those are the main mods that I use. And of course, there's more that these mods can do, but I really just wanted to show you parts that I use for at least like my Love Island gameplay. And so now that we're done with the mod, you of course need islanders to play Love Island. So you can of course create your own, and my advice to you is really pay attention to what traits you assign people because that honestly helps out so much. And the two creators that I use a lot for traits are Kiara Mods and Maple Bell. I will make sure to link those down below. But if you don't want to make your own islanders, no worries, I got you. I do have an Islander sim dump. They do have CC, but don't worry, I have everything like in the folder ready for you to just download and put into your mods folder. You don't have to like go and download everything separately. So if that's something that you're interested, you can go on to my Patreon. It is free and you can go ahead and download them. They are the same islanders that I've used for the beginning of this video when I was showing y'all all the mods. So yes, again, feel free to make your own or go ahead and download those or download sims from other creators and have them as islanders. So we also need a villa, and of course the one that I am playing in is my own villa, so I created a minimal CC version, but the one that I'm using now is actually a no CC version, and it is available now on the gallery. I'm not gonna lie, I used a lot of packs, so apologies for that, but I needed to use them. There's like so much that goes into this villa. This is modeled after the Love Island All Stars villa, and I'm just going to do a very like quick tour of this one just because I have a whole video on my channel of me kind of going through each room. So this is the entrance, and then we have the living room here with the Murphy bed, of course, the doghouse. And then we have the girls' dressing room over here. We have the hallway to the bathroom. There's a shower, a bathtub, and then the bathrooms are here. And then we're back in the living room. And then if you go up the stairs, over here is the beach hut. And then this is the bedroom. And then right outside the bedroom is the terrace. What do they call this? Basically like the makeout spot, the makeout terrace. Because this is where everybody makes out. And now we're outside. And then over here is the kitchen. It has all of the things here. And then there's a little area here to sit down. And then we have the pool here. Then we have some lounge chairs here. Then we have the day beds over there. And then we have the mini fire pit. Over here we have the gym. And then we have the main fire pit. And then the sun deck right over here. And then we have the bean bags. And then if you go through this door over here, this takes you to the pathway to go to the hideaway. So if they go through here, this is the outside, like the, what's it called? The hideaway terrace. Here's the hideaway terrace. And then through the doors is the hideaway. We have some champagne. Don't mind the computer. We used this earlier. That's just a very quick tour of the All-Stars villa. Okay, and the next two villas that I want to show y'all are by Steph Zero Sims. These are amazing, top tier. She inspired me a lot when I was building the All-Stars one. And so this lot is also a 64 by 64, but I have been able to fit it in a 50 by 50 before. Basically, it took out like a lot of this section right here, which for me, I don't really mind because what I really care about is back here, which is where all the islanders are all the time. Sulani doesn't have any 64 by 64 lots. So if you do want to fit it in a 50 by 50, it is possible. I have done it before. Okay, and then we go here and here's the entrance. And over here to the right is the bedroom. I don't have all of the packs, so there are some stuff missing. There's like some paintings here that are missing for me. And right outside of the bedroom, you have the walkway, which is so pretty. I love this section right here. Like, look at that walkway. It looks just like Love Island. And then right to the side of that is this little like nook here. This is where Sammy was making out with all of the girls. Okay, he wasn't making out with all the girls, but he kissed 2 girls in one night. And I think that's the funniest thing ever. And he still won. Jess still took him back. Okay, anyways. This room over here is just kind of like a production room. And then you have the little gym area. And then there's another room over here. And again, I don't have all the packs, so they're showing us chairs for me. But those are supposed to be pillows. And then you have, of course, the doghouse over here. And then over here is the entrance to the hideaway. And then here's inside the hideaway. Okay, I had to take off the chairs because they were ruining the aesthetic. But this is the hideaway. So cute. If you do fit this onto 64 by 64, this is a little hideaway terrace and it has the hot tub. Back outside, you have the main fire pit here. You have the day bed over here. You have the outdoor shower. And then, of course, the pool. You have some lounging chairs. You have the bar. You have the kitchen over here. The kitchen is so nice. And then you have the mini fire pit. and then kind of like a sun deck. If you go upstairs, the girls' dressing room is here. And then right outside this door is the terrace. And then you have the bathroom, you have the shower and the tub, and then you have some toilets over here. Right by the bathroom is the beach hut. So I absolutely love this villa, but there are some things that I do have to change in order for me to be able to play with it. But I do have to remove these here because the Sims actually aren't able to walk on it. And then I also have to remove these things down here because they're not able to sit down on these chairs. For the stairs, I have to take these off because if not, it doesn't let me, like it doesn't let them go up the stairs. I think it's this. I don't remember exactly what it was. I haven't used this villa in a while, but I did have to do something with the stairs in order for me to be able to use it. But oh my god, this villa is so nice. Look at it. Look at it, appreciate it. If you are an OG Love Island fan, you recognize this villa, okay? This is the villa. And this one is also created by Steph Zero Sims. And this one is a 50 by 50. So this one definitely fits in Sulani. And so we just went through the entrance. And now over here's the bedroom. Wow. Am I in Love Island or... Literally, wow. This looks so good. Out here, of course, the infamous walkthrough where all the bombshells come in. Over here is the kitchen. Oh my god, it looks so pretty. Over here is the, what do they call this? The swinging bed? And then, oh my gosh, the day beds. The day beds! I love it. I love it so much. The main fire pits. Look at the main fire pits. I think I need to fix my game because I don't think it's supposed to look like that. But, oh well. Of course, we have the pool over here. Oh my gosh, and this area over here, iconic. Honestly, what I think about when I see this part of the villa is when Anna like goes and confronts Jordan. I think this is season 5 when she goes and confronts Jordan about like wanting to talk to India after he just asked Anna to be his girlfriend. Literally iconic. Okay, so we're now back at the main entrance and we went to go see the bedroom, but now we're gonna go over here to, I'm guessing like the living room. I don't know what else to call it. Again, I don't have all the packs. Don't judge me. Here is the living room. And then through here is the beach hut. And then where the magic happens, the hideaway. And then where's the terrace? Oh, the terrace is right out here. Okay. And then the hideaway terrace. Wow, it looks so pretty. I want to show you a little bit more zoomed out so you guys can see all of this here. But wow, literally amazed. So if we go upstairs, over here is the girls' dressing room. And then the infamous terrace. I was going to say where Ekansu crawled to kiss that one guy, but that was actually the other villa. Across the hallway is the bathroom. So we have the showers here, sinks, a bathtub, and then we have some toilets over here. That's the whole villa. Literally so beautiful. Again, 50 by 50 lot. So if you want to be in Sulani without having like to try to fit a lot in there, I definitely recommend this one. So these 3 lots are my favorite to play Love Island on. I'm sure there's so much more like on the gallery that people have created that are just as beautiful and work just as great. So if you're looking for something different, definitely go and like check in the gallery to see if there's anything else. But I do highly recommend these 3 villas. Okay, so first things first, I recommend starting a new save file. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on new game. And then I'm going to go into the gallery. I'm going to go to my library. And then here it is. So I'm just going to go ahead and place these into the household. Let's go ahead and click on play. And I mean, we can just change this to Love Island. And we're going to start in summer, of course. And so depending on what lot you're using, I'm going to be using my own lot that I made. That lot is 64 by 64. So I like to use this lot over here. So I'm going to go ahead and move them in. Okay, so I bulldozed a lot, and I know that the Love Island villa is like $500,000 almost. So I'm just going to go ahead and give them that money. So we're going to go back into the gallery. And again, depending on what villa you're going to be using, you can go ahead and just search whichever villa that you're going to be using. And so the type of gameplay that I'm showing you now is when you're playing all 8 of the islanders. But let's say you want to create your own Love Island sim and you just want to play as that one person, but you want all the other islanders in the villa. You are going to need a mod for this, and that's going to be Choose Your Roommate. An optional mod that you can add that I highly recommend if you're going to do this is Control Any Sim. So if you want that type of gameplay, you would create your sim and then place them in this lot by themselves, and then just, you know, put in the villa and everything. And then make sure to place the Islander sim dump in another lot. Once they're placed in that lot, you can go ahead and evict them. So for Choose Your Roommate, basically it's what it sounds like. You get to choose your own roommates that you want in the villa. And so in order to use that, you're going to click on the mailbox and this should pop up. Choose a roommate. So if I choose Agnes to be my roommate, she appears here. And yes, that basically lets me, again, choose who's going to be my roommate, and then they can go ahead and enter into the villa. And so you would have your sim do that with all the other Love Islanders. And I just recommend Control Any Sim just in general, because sometimes sims, they be acting up, okay? And so I like to use Control Any Sim. I was gonna say we could have Agnes and Agatha in here and they just like battle for a Love Islander. I think that would be so funny. Okay, anyways, but yeah, if you only want to control one sim, that's what I recommend you doing to set up the game for that. And so now going back to just playing all of the 8 Love Islanders, what I recommend doing now is deleting all of their relationships, because we want to see the first impressions that they have with everybody, and they won't get first impressions if they're already in the same household because they already know each other. So as you can see, they already know all of the people that they're in the same household with, so we're not going to see any first impressions for them. And so what we're going to do is click on the sim, go on MC Command Center, then we're going to go down to relationships, and then we're going to go to clear all relationships. And then you will have to do that for every single one of the sims. But I highly recommend it, again, so they can have those first impressions, and that really helps you navigate like who's interested in who. So we'll go ahead and just do a friendly introduction. Ooh,
So.
Viv has a crush on him. Okay, and then his first impression is strong-minded. And then, okay, wait, let's see Viv, how she feels about him. And so now you can see here Viv's sentiments about Devin. First impression, crush. And she's very attracted to him. Okay. And then this one might be a no-brainer, but just in case, because sometimes I forget to do this, make sure to go into your settings and then gameplay and then click on autonomy full. That way they just go ahead and do things by themselves and you don't have to be telling them all the time. Mod the one with all the romance. I really like that one because those interactions are friendly interactions. I think that if they're attracted to each other, they gain some romance. And so I like to use a lot of those interactions, especially as they're getting to know each other, because it kind of just like makes that decision for me of who's interested in who.
Arno?
Bunny. Oh.
Aw, yoyum.
You
And so
showing?
that kind of helps with their friendship. And now he's feeling flirty. Oh my gosh. From talking to attractive Sim, getting to know each other, enamored from interacting with Crush. So I believe this one is from Wicked Whims. Getting to know each other. This is from the one with the romance mod. And then enamored. This one is from First Impressions mod. So you see how like all of these mods kind of go together. So that is my advice for how I set up my game when I started playing. I'm honestly so excited for y'all to try this and play because it's so much fun. Okay, y'all, so that's it for today's video. I really hope that y'all liked it and found it helpful. I've really enjoyed playing Love Island in The Sims. It's like so much fun. And so I'm excited for y'all to get started as well. And one last shameless plug. If you love this idea, I highly recommend checking out my Love Island Let's Play series. We have so much fun over there. So feel free to check it out. Feel free to comment down below any other mods you think would be good for this series. I'm sure there's so much more that I didn't mention, so I would love to check some out, and I'm sure other people would find it really helpful as well. So feel free to comment that down below, and please like this video if you liked it or you found it helpful in any way. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you like this content, and I really hope to see y'all in the next one.